think I'm live. Hello, everybody. Yeah, today I'm going back to this platform, the live stream platform. My Streamlove. It's a Streamlove. So no dark watermark, no annoying bars. Yeah, I like this design better. Just it's a little bit more complicated to use. I had to update some other tools and stuff like that. I'm not really a tech lady, so it was a little bit yeah, I had to figure out some other stuffs. But yeah, who's in the chat? Oh, JPET, welcome. Garrett, Aloha. Caesar, Japanese girls are attractive. Yahoo Asagi-san, yo. Alright anime. Asagi-kun. That's for guys. Hayo. No duck, no board. I still, I think I still use board. Yeah, and it's gonna pop up here. If your super chat, it's gonna come up here, but I think you guys still like whiteboard, right? So I think I'm gonna use it too. Robot just came back from a nightclub and now I've got tinnitus. I don't know what that is, but hey. Mass, welcome back. Metal Snake Utah. All Asian women are beautiful. Oh. Well, yeah, I was gonna ask you guys, why do you think Japanese girls are attractive? Or why some of you guys want to date Japanese girls? Things like that. Well, it's not nothing really serious, but um it's good to know for me to, start my business in dating. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't have to compare to the other races or something like that, but, you know, if you're already dating Japanese, what do you think is the good part of dating Japanese girls? Please share those kind of opinion, insights. Tinnitus. When your ears are ringing. Oh, tinnitus. George, they appear to be more feminine than Western women. Really? Women are women, but Japanese girls are more feminine? Huh. Haven't really thought of that, because a lot of Western girls are feminine too. More like maybe a little more like sexy. Japanese girls are more like cute, soft. General Reaper. For me, it's the accent, the looks, and the personality. All Japanese girls I've met are laid back and fun to be around. Laid back. To be specific, I don't know. Horrible Harry. Facial features. In general, also Latin girls have similar features. Really? I've never thought of that. Latin girls have more like defined feature. I mean, yeah, we might have same hair color, like black hair, black eyes, but I think facial feature is very different from Latinas. Robert, youthful looking, perhaps? Perhaps? John Lee, it's more. They seem more respectful to other people, at least those I have met. I believe it's cultural. Well, generally speaking, Japanese people are more polite, respectful. Of course, not all, but yeah. Can I just have this pancake sandwich? This is very. I think you can find it pretty much any convenience store in Japan, but I love these pancakes with maple syrup and margarine. It's not healthy at all, but I sometimes crave this thing. It's very good. And it's kind of like fluffy, mochi mochi kind of texture. Fuoka Lee. As George McKibben said, they are more feminine than Western women. You guys say that. Feminine. How feminine? I think they are. Western women are feminine too. They don't look like a man, right? How feminine? Like cute? Soft? That's what you mean? Hey Dennis, welcome back. Horrible Harry. I think too many men date Asian women for their looks and not who they are inside. That happens too. I mean, that goes both ways though. Harley. Japanese girls have different values and behavior than Western girls. I also like the Japanese look. They are often a little more old fashioned. Old fashioned? Interesting. Hey Jerome, welcome back, and thanks for the super chat. Besides Americans, Japanese are also attractive. Well, American girls are attractive too. I'm not. Sorry, I'm not saying Japanese girls are better or things like that, but of course there are people who prefer Japanese people, Japanese girls, or think they are attractive, and I was wondering why. submissive, respectful, non-combative, non-combative, and traditional. Traditional. Mm. Some of you guys like traditional people, old-fashioned people. STEM. Asian women are the most beautiful. Period. Well, well, appearance is important. Appearance is important. And many, um, if you guys think Asian or Japanese feature is more attractive, okay. Crimson, honest opinion. Yes, Japanese women are extremely attractive. I would definitely date and be friends with them. Attractive. Mm, how attractive? More, Port Morant. Hey, my fascination with Japanese Asian culture started with martial arts training. The women in Canada are also not so good. Divorce rate in Canada is around. Women in my culture are not so good. ディボース rate ね。まあ確かにね。Maybe you can say Japanese girls are a little more loyal. You would say. I don't know the uh truth. I mean, there are many girls here who, cheat, have affair, but I don't know. There are so many girls very loyal to. I mean, basically, if you treat them good, they don't cheat, right? But hey, Pitbull. Hey, Dorian. Thanks for the super chat. What I like about Japanese girls is the size of the women. From my experience, they are relatively small and thin compared to Western girls. I like the size of Asian women. That is attractive to me. That's interesting. Very interesting. まあそうだね。いや。I don't know. Japanese girls are getting taller and taller nowadays. But, well, also Asian girls are relatively thinner. I think it's just genetic, but that's true. Jake, generally speaking, I found that Japanese women have nicer facial features. You guys really talk about facial features, facial features and appearance. I think, yeah, for guys, appearance, facial feature, shape, those are more important compared to girls. Think about guys. That's what I see. More. I think, well, it's kind of makes sense. But yeah. I understand. I mean, appearance is important for anybody. It doesn't mean you have to be extremely handsome or something like that, but you have to look clean, you have to look um I don't know, put together. Only by feminine, I think people are talking about the gender stereotypes. まあ、そうか。Okay. Well, yeah, there are, I guess, good side and bad side about being gender neutral. Gender neutral. Um, cause yeah, interesting, interesting. I think many guys still prefer traditional women, be more feminine kind of thing. But also there is this movement of gender equality, right? And then with that, and also, LGBTQ kind of stuff is, you know, people are talking about that more. And then some girls, especially in the West, tend to be, I mean, in Japan too, actually, but girls nowadays tend to be a little more, it's not masculine, but gender neutral. I mean, you see in Japanese schools, they now have trousers for ladies. It used to be only skirt. If you are biologically female, you had to wear a skirt. But nowadays it's changing, and then girls have trousers too. They can choose from skirt or trousers, and then it's okay. Many school have that. So I don't know if they stay feminine like you guys expect. I don't know. And Lloyd, thanks for the super chat. Thanks so much. Japanese people, women and men, seem to have much more common sense about everyday things. Just my opinion. Interesting. Interesting. I would say that's Japanese educational, I guess. Because, I mean, generally speaking, I mean, there are a lot to change in Japanese education, but like almost 100% of children can go to school, public school. They are less expensive and they have a decent education. So, and then also this, community oriented culture. You have to learn a lot about uh, how to exist as a community, as a group in Japan. You kind of have, forced to learn those stuffs. And then I guess that's because you might think we have more common sense, we are more polite to the others, kind of thing. I mean, not all the Japanese people are like that, but that can be true. I don't know. What do you think? And Marty Moose, thank you for the super chat. I like Japanese ladies' sense of style. That's one of the things. Japanese girls are fashionable. They are. I mean, I haven't really seen girls here look like hobo. People don't really go out without makeup, without decent clothes here in Japan. I rarely see girls like that. That's true. So だね。 Mm-mm-mm. That's also interesting. Like Pete Black Belt and Satoshi said, the whole LGBTQ thing is getting out of control here in the US. It's crazy. You know, I you know not. I don't mean to be a little bit politic. I mean, I don't know how to put. I mean, I respect those who have different, you know, like minority, different sexuality or things like that. But うーん、そうだね。I don't know. I don't think it's particularly bad, but I also notice many, especially many Americans or Westerners, probably Americans, many Americans complain how it's going extreme, like gender equality or LGBTQ equality, human equality, human rights stuff. It's going too much. I think it's a little bit too intimidating sometimes in some of the Western country, I guess. Compared to that, I guess it's a little subtle in Japan, and maybe people just some people just want to escape all those things. Although gender equality and LGBTQ equality is very, very important, right? I don't think no anybody here want to um, look down those people. You are not looking down Japanese girls. You are not looking down people with different sexual awareness, sexual LGBTQ kind of people. Um, I know you guys don't really mean that, but yeah. This is kind of like, yeah, difficult, difficult topic to talk about, but yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. People here respect uh, equality, um, human rights, but sometimes it's too much. Legendary anime JP fan. Well, Japan and Korean girls are beautiful, yes, but can be jerks and extremely loveless. Both Japanese and Korean girls reject me many, many times. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Frankly, I think many people are looking to other countries when they don't have dating success in the West. Harsh reality. Is that true though? Hey Ashila, welcome back. Hmm. Satoshi, another factor are a small segment of people who watch anime and like anime girls and then expect real life Japanese women to be like anime girls too. I think, yeah, other guys said that what we are exporting to the world is anime. Mm. And JAV, right? um, yeah, I don't think it's particularly bad to get interested in our culture or people because of those things. But you also have to learn a lot more about the real life Japanese people, Japanese girls. They are not like JAB ladies, they are not like anime girls. Um, we also have, you know, normal girls, like normal real life girls. You also have to know them. Robot C, thanks for the super chat. What about Garus? Gyaru ne? Gyaru, they are more like dying species lately. Yeah. They got the style though. They got the style. Mm. Carlos, today is my anniversary. 26 years anniversary being in Japan. Wow, congratulations. すごいね. Such a long time. Legendary anime. I agree. In times, feminine issue both Japan and Korea. American get marriage isn't issue. It's Japan and Korean problem. うん。うんうんうん。まあそうだね。I think it's a matter of time, I guess, but I don't know. I don't really see extreme right wing girls in general. I don't know. I think it's going anywhere in the world. Ladies becoming a little more like masculine. Masculine. Hey, Fleeve, thanks for the super chat. Oh, that's big one. Thank you so much. Hey, hey, hey. but, mm, but I don't know how you guys think that women are getting too masculine. Like, what's the line? Because I still see Western girls feminine. To me, they still look feminine. I don't see why people think they are more masculine or maybe little more aggressive. I guess they are more straightforward, direct, those kind of stuff. What makes you think they are too much? Some girls are too much. Like Lloyd. あれどこ行ったあれ Lloyd, I can tell you from my personal experience here, if you refuse someone sexually because you are not a part of the LGBTQ community, they will call you all kind of nasty things. Really? Really? That's bad. I don't know. I haven't. I guess in Japan it's more. It's not super obvious. There are probably many minor discriminations, stuffs like that, but yeah, it's still minor. That's what I think. Welcome back, getting the damn robot, and hey Brian. Oh hey Mas, thanks for the super chat. Thank you so much. Mas is like, how long have you been watching my video? I think it's like, I believe it's more than 3 years or 4 years. Thanks. Thank you for the support all these years. Mass. I appreciate that. Brian, I think one of the sad things about dating Asian girls in general is you normally have to be financially well off. Oh. It's a little disappointing because you can sometimes miss a good person. まあそうだね。That's actually true. You have to have decent, like, income or savings to date Japanese girls or Korean girls, probably. Yeah, but Japanese girls, yes. Because people here are afraid of future. Because aging society, guys. Aging society. So we're less likely to get more pension, even though we are paying and paying and paying right now. It doesn't really pay off, most likely, right? Because people who's gonna support this system is less and less. So we basically have to save by ourselves. We can't rely on pensions and uh, the entire Japanese society. So saving is a real big issue in Japan. It's a big issue in Japan. And then if you cannot support each other, and she has to support your life. I don't think she wants to at least get married. I mean, she can date, right? But as a long time partner, I don't think it's 何 it's desirable? なんだっけ? I forgot the word. I forgot the word. It's 何preferable かな? Yeah. So having a little more saving plan, yeah, financial plan. Having a little more financial plan definitely helps to have a relationship with girls here in Japan. Robert, true for a family friend of mine, be married a woman in the Philippines. He divorced a few times before, and a few times before he divorced. Few times before, stayed with her until his death a few years back. Interesting. Wow. Oh, many super chat. I'll catch you guys up. Sorry, I'm kinda late. Denny, Japanese women very attractive. I dare to say probably. Okay. Are you eating pancakes? Yes. A lot of Japanese people like Pikachu. If you dress up like Pikachu, I'm sure you'll get a date. That's the best dating advice ever. And yeah, leave ます。Saitama Andy. Women are definitely becoming more masculine here in the West. In Japan too. In Japan too. I don't know why you guys say only Western girls. Naomi, most women still shave, and I don't think not shaving makes you masculine. Hmm. Shaving か。My Japanese girls mostly shave. They shave. They remove hair. That's very common, but I don't know. I don't think that makes masculine or less masculine. Yeah. Oh, Neo, most Western women like to take or more dominant roles in relationships. Hmm. I believe there should be a balance, each contributing and making up for each other's weakness. That's true, that's true. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Maybe you guys say masculine is kind of like try to dominate your relationship, and then you guys don't like that. If that makes sense. That finally makes sense. Yeah. It should be the balance, right? George, physically, Western women have a higher obesity rate, and many of them are delusional in regards to their sexual market value. Oh, okay. Dale Aspellant, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Sorry it was late, but also Michael Kelly, thanks for the super chat. Is that Michael Kelly? I think I've seen you before, but maybe different Michael Kelly. But thank you. Dennis, 1 US dollar equals 127 yen. It's starting to improve. Soon you will be shopping again. I know it's too expensive right now. But right now, it's good for my business, right? Because, yeah, I appreciate all the super chat, by the way. And then it will be converted well to Japanese yen. So this is the best time for you guys to support my channel in dollars or euro or pound, whatever. Michael Kelly. I lived in Japan for 3 years. I found Japanese women, women to be just like any other women. Some great, some not so great. I enjoyed my time there though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think in a conclusion, it's all go for that. Like every women are same. Every women are same, and yeah, they are women. They are human. But on this live stream, we gonna focus on this. Brian, there was a recent video I saw on YouTube where they asked Japanese women if they like guys with facial hair, and the foreigner comments were really hateful. Foreigner comments. Which video are you talking about? Um, Brendan Asagi, how common is it to have mixed Japanese guys and girls? I have a friend, he is Japanese Filipino, and another, she is Japanese Korean. I think it's becoming more common. I mean, I don't really, you know, walk around looking for mixed people. So I don't really aware sometimes, but you know, Asian mix people are very common. Like yeah, Filipino, Japan, Filipino and Japan, Chinese and Japanese, and Korean and Japanese. Yes, that's very common. Gerald, I've noticed that too. At my gym, there's a lot of women who perform muscle training with the guys. Thus, in that way, women have become more masculine. そうだね。でもね、so I think it's influence from the Western girls, like on Instagram social, Instagrammers and YouTubers, I guess. There are this movement in Japanese girls too that, you know, to build up more muscles and look more toned and have more bigger glutes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's becoming more common in Japan too. I think it's still a small group in Japan, but I think you're gonna see that kind of growth in Japan too, especially in more like Tokyo area. Yeah. Excuse me. Watching until the end. Thanks for the super chat. Watching until the end. That's your username. Had a Japanese girlfriend while stationed in Japan. She left me to pursue her music career. Ooh. She said that she would score the world, looking for her faces, looking for her places. I called her Kay. Don't fact check me. Okay. That's sad, but happy for her pursuing her own life and career. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out, and that's life. Prism, there were some fascinating studies done on sexual relationship preferences and political views. Ooh. Uh, TLDR. Liberal women prefer women leading. Conservative women prefer men leading. I mean, not surprising, but interesting. There is a statistic for that. Hey. George, what if any changes have you seen in Japanese dating culture in the past 5 years? Dating culture? Definitely, um, definitely apps, right? Dating apps is more common in this past 5 years. Online dating. It was slow. I think it was going on even before that in the West. Dating apps were already common or in 5 years ago, 5 years ago, but it was not common. I think you guys have seen, I think it was Nobita's video that was talking about it. Um, yeah, Japan, in Japanese websites, there were really bad, like, deaike websites to meet ladies or to meet men just to have sex, right? So people tend to avoid those kind of like matching services, matching websites and apps. So I mean, there are still many people that they think those things are sketchy and things to avoid, but definitely more and more people, especially younger ones, don't hesitate to use dating apps, and then it's changing our dating culture, I guess. Brian, in America, guys that shave their legs are considered gay. But when I was in Japan, it was considered clean. I miss the Japanese fashion lifestyle because it forces you to stay healthy and stylish. あ、そうだね。なんか、I don't know. Why is that feminine? まあ、あと、many guys here shave their facial hair too. I wouldn't say it's completely good or bad, but the way we look and they look is different, I guess. Recently, not recently, like a man should have hair kind of thing. うん、そうだね。muscular girls are attractive as well. I think so. I like girls with toned shoulder, um, body feature. That's sexy, right? Thank you. I know what the bless you means. Or Gesundheit. Oh, John Sopin Johnson, welcome back. 外は In the Bay Area, a lot of younger Asian women are working on the butt mainly while keeping the rest of their body athletic looking. ね, some girls are obsessed with it, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but yeah. Hicks, do Japanese women become more dominant after marriage? Interesting question. Um, traditionally, some some Japanese ladies become more dominant in the house. In the house. Because think about it, traditional Japanese couples, women always do their housework, right? Housework. And they are in charge of housework, right? And then if you do something that messes with her housework, she's gonna be like, hey, don't do that. That's my job, and you are messing with it. That kind of things happens, but she doesn't get dominant outside of the house because that's not her specialty. Yeah, dominant in the house can happen if she's a traditional Japanese lady. Hey Derek, I shaved one of my legs once. Just one? Just one leg? I have never been itchier than that week it was growing back. Son, if you have thicker hair, you're gonna get more itchier. More itchy. Brian, in Japan, before I met my fiance, I got more attention from single moms. Single moms! I didn't realize Japan had many single moms. There are many single moms for sure because divorce rate is going up too. Not as much as the West. It's still like one third of the couples get divorced. Japanese. I like dominant, powerful women figures in movies and real life. Yeah. I like those kind of girls kicking asses movie. Yeah. Hey, watching until the end. Watching until the end. Thanks for another super chat. AKA Fart Knockers. Globe, globe faces, places. I don't know. Was that supposed to be a joke? I don't get American jokes. One serious girlfriend while stationed, a few other dates, Japanese American girl. When I got back to the States, she was the love of my life. Japanese American girl. Japanese American girl. Interesting. Prism. I'm curious, in England, China, Russia, and many other places, there were times when the highest ruler was a woman. Has this ever happened in Japan? In history, yes. But it was like very beginning of this Japanese history. There was this emperor, Himiko. But after that, I believe there is no one, and especially in the modern Japanese history, there there is no one who's female because in a Japanese law, women cannot be an emperor. So that's racist, right? Racist, no, sexist, right? But yeah, that was the tradition. So and it's kind of hard to change. And yes, not in modern history, but there was one, maybe one or two. I know one, but maybe one more. Yeah. If you are good at history, tell me. Turbo, what do you think the general Japanese women's view of Western men? Do you think they have unrealistic ideas about Western men? No, I actually took a survey myself to Japanese girls, but none of the girls actually have like super unrealistic um, image ideas on Western men. Well, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. Like, um, I assume they are generally hairy とかね. Well, I mean, there are many hairy men compared to Japanese men, so I guess it's not wrong. That's not wrong. Well, generally speaking, they have more realistic ideas, and then um they don't really have weird 何 preference. People like black people, black guys, Asian guys, Latinos, white men. They don't really have preference. There are some, maybe there are some particular girls who prefer like black men, especially those who are into black culture. So I think, yeah, they generally have a really good ideas on Western men. Mass. A Japanese woman might ask, "How long are you staying in Japan?" before becoming serious. I mean, yeah, in a international marriage, always have this difficulty that they might have on distance, right? And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as I experienced one or two long distance relationship, it's hard. It's super hard to keep or maintain long distance relationship. So you wanna know if the person is leaving Japan anytime soon, right? Yep. Brian, yeah, some of the single moms were not very shy and pretty quick to sleep with you. Ooh. It was really uncomfortable. The most uncomfortable one was once when my student's young mom asked for my line. Oh, oh. So, some can be a little bit desperate, I guess. And yeah, I mean, it's not, I'm not I'm not saying all the single moms are very desperate and looking for your money, But I believe there are some cases because in Japan, the law for divorced parents is not um it's not organized well. So most of the time, moms take children, right? Moms take children. I think it's universal stuff, but in many cases, moms take children, and then the financial issues, you know. I think there should be a very strict law that those fathers send money to raise that child, but many cases ditch they ditch sending money to children or mom, and then yeah, moms are in a really difficult situation. They have to work hard, um, or they just want to get married to a guy, a new guy, to support, to raise children, right? It's sad, but it happens. But sure, it's not like I'm not saying all the single moms are like that or things like that. I mean, Japanese ladies are becoming more independent too, so they are less desperate, and yeah, you can have a romance with single moms too. They nicknamed him Donkey Kong. What are you talking about? Hairy man? Donkey Kong? Hey, watching until the end. Thanks for the super chat. That's true, Asagi. Remember the sparklers. Remember the sparklers. Sparklers? David, don't think I would go to a public bath. I look like I am part Yeti. Well, yeah, many people hesitate to go to public bath, right? I mean, I get it. I get it. Jet Manda, I'm curious if a Japanese woman is in a serious relationship with a Western man, like marriage, does she prefer to live in Japan or his country? It depends. It depends. Ask her. Ask her. Just ask her. It's. I think it really depends. Some girls don't want to leave the country, stay with family, friends, and some just want to go outside of Japan, and that's one of the reasons why they date non-Japanese guys. That also happens, so yeah. Joshua in a long distance relationship now and trying to get a visa for my Japanese fiance. Definitely not an easy process. Yeah, but congratulations. You are in that on that process, making making it work. Right on. Hmm? I wanna ask a serious question, but she doesn't seem to respond to super chat. Did I miss any super chat? Did I? Sorry if I did. Just say it. I'm reading so many comments and then some. I rarely miss the super chats though. If it's a super chat, I rarely miss it. Prism. It's the same in the US, although I did see one case where a father won custody due to catching the new boyfriend threatening to kill him on an audio recording. Oh. So much drama. Dub, is there an age limit for the Japanese to start dating, or can it happen whenever they begin to feel a great intense connection? It definitely happens. It definitely happens. I think it's easier for men, to be honest. If it's okay, not gonna lie, as I am past 30, it's becoming more difficult to date Japanese men because they prefer youngers. They really prefer youngers. If you get to 30, not so many men want you. I said too much. I said too much. There are some. There are some, but in some particular communities, like some dating apps or some 結婚紹介所とかなんていうんだろう how to say marriage marriage party no like parties to see to meet serious date to get married. Yeah, those kind of parties. There are those kind of parties. And if you are past 30 as a lady, you have disadvantage already because of your age. But for men, I think it less happens. Not sure about people with 50 plus. Yeah, I'm not sure about the 50 plus guys. I think they have to find a right community or services to meet other ladies in Japan. Hmm. But, everyone has their own niche, right? So I think the important thing is to keep trying. To keep trying. Yes, yes. Oh, 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 oh. Wow, Dennis. Thanks for the super chat. That's a big one. Take care. See you next week. Time to put animals to bed. You have animals. I wonder what it is. Dogs, cats, ducks. Ducks are my obsession right now. So yeah. But hey, take care of your animals. Thanks. Appreciate your support and have a good night. Holly, when I was in Japan, I never met any people from the countryside. Uh, which part of Japan you were in? I don't know. How do you think Japanese women outside the big cities feel about dating foreigners? I see so many successful stories in countryside. Like, well, maybe you might know, some of you might know. I was dating one of those guys, like English teacher living in outside Tokyo. Was a little bit countryside, yes. And then yeah, most of his friends also were dating Japanese girls there in countryside. So I think you have many chance, even though it's not Tokyo. And maybe it's easier than Tokyo girls even. So you have hope. You have hope. Yeah. In Japan, being 30 plus is a big disadvantage. Divorced is a really big advantage. No, disadvantage. Disadvantage. Yeah, divorced plus 30. Yeah, that's gonna be a really, really disadvantage in Japan to get relationship with Japanese men. But I think, yeah, that's one of the things I like about non-Japanese men. They don't really have any discrimination, prejudice on age and marriage histories. Yeah, less less prejudice. Yes. Hey, Korean donut. Yeah, sounds about right. It's the same in Korean and Chinese culture as well. Yeah, I think it's Asian thing. Younger is better, kinda. Mass. I would think that a 40-year-old Japanese man would appreciate a Japanese woman in her early 30s. You think that. You think that. But hey, surprise. They still prefer people in 20s. That's like, eh. Watching until the end. Thanks for the super chat. She responds but doesn't understand humor translation. Never. Your sense of humor is very complicated. ね Never understood why not a thing. Daddy is isn't even old or anything. I think so. Shikata 9. A rude guy once referred to my wife as Christmas cake. I almost punched him for that rude remark. My wife was 35. I think you know why. Would someone say that to you? That's bad. Dab, I think you're right about trying to date in your niche. It seems a bit better to start in more relatable groups as well. Yes, yes. Many people worry about what they have. Like, hey Asagi, I'm a short guy. I can never date a girl. Hey Asagi, I don't know, black. I am Asian. I am whatever race. And seems like Japanese girls don't like my race. Seems like, uh, because I'm not rich, because I am not young, I am not like whatever comes after that. You are just not trying. You are just giving up, complaining, and just sitting there, do nothing but complaining. You just have to find the right person, right? It's not easy. It's not easy because it's human relationship. You can't just be lazy, sitting there complaining, and then magically get a girlfriend. That never happens. You have to find your niche and keep trying. Yeah, I have more to say, but just stop right there. See, for Kao Liu, it's called age discrimination. Yes, that's true. That's true. Nathan, I'm trying to send super chat, but after hitting bind, it just sits there, no confirmation. Sometimes YouTube does these things. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe your credit card is not working or something like that. But yeah, sometimes hear that, hey, I'm trying to send super chat, but I can't. You know, I also have Patreon and なんだっけ PayPal, so you might have other options. And also, ta-da, super thanks. If you are watching recap, I now have a super thanks, so you can use it from down there. And maybe you have to swipe a little bit if you are using smartphone. And there is this super thanks button. You can send donation through super thanks, even though you can't send super chat here. Ashura, the reason why many men avoid women in their 30s is because the risk of birth defect goes up. The later a woman bears her first child, most men seek wives is to have families with healthy children. That's true. But 30s! 30s is not super old to have kids, right? Especially early 30s. late 30s, yeah, risks comes more. So I understand that if you are someone who's um, seeking for children, seek to have children. Brendan is 174 centimeters short in Japan. Here in the US, that's below the average male height. Japanese average height in men. I am searching 男性身長平均 Japanese men 171 171 is the average height in Japan, so you have no issue if you have 174. That's more than average. Watching until the end. Thanks for the super chat. So what is your business going to be? Is it an app? No, it's an dating advice service through message like Line message app, and I can give you ongoing advice. Yeah, I think I can release that within a month. Hopefully within a few weeks, but I'm kind of a little bit busy right now. I have oh, by the way, I have dance auditions tonight. Dance audition tonight, and the other one is 2 days later. So I'm kind of busy right now and cannot really focus on releasing my business. But after that, I'm going to accelerate, and I want to put it out there as soon as possible. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Dave Etchels, welcome back and thanks for the super chat. Hi Asagi, I came late, need to go to bed now, but I wanted to say hi. Send support. For the record, I think Japanese women are beautiful, not all of them, but a higher percentage than in the US. Thank you. Have a good night. So the Korean donut, true. This is also the reason why single mothers, widowers, divorced are also avoided. It's because of an ancient ideal of purity that still remains. That's so true. That's so true. そうね。Yeah, I can only agree. So roughly 5 feet 6. Hmm. 5 foot 6? 5 foot 6. Kana? I think around that. The average height of men, right? Average height of women is 159, around that. Yeah. Nathan? You finally did that? 違うかなあれ wasn't that Nathan who were trying to send super chat? But hey, thank you. Nathan Smith. Thanks for the super sticker. That's cute. Nathan, question: what percentage of Japanese women trim their pubic hair? If date her a while, will she be open to trimming it? Sorry, but an untrimmed groin is a deal breaker. そっか、it's important to you. To be honest, I'm not sure. I see many girls nowadays trying to remove that hair. So you might see some girls without hair. And then also there might be girls who never want to shave. Maybe at least. So yeah, we talked about purity, right? Purity is more important in Japan. And then some girls think that shaving that hair, like some people think that it looks like you are JV star. I mean, JV stars even, I don't know, porno stars. If you are shaving that hair, they look like that, and then it doesn't look pure, right? So not touching under hair supposed to be more pure, innocent, and they don't want to shave that hair at all. So I guess you shouldn't date traditional Japanese women in that case. Derek, if you wear loose shoes and stuff the bottom with socks, you can gain an inch or two. Yeah. There are also, heels. Girls have heels, right? So, yeah. It's again, it depends on the girl who don't mind height. So, break a leg, Asagi. Thank you, thank you. Hey Mike, thanks for the super chat. I will catch up the comment. Haley, I'm 6'3", and when I was in Japan, several girls told me that I was too tall and muscular. They said I was intimidating, so don't feel bad about being a little shorter. Guys, it's about what the girl likes. That's true, that's true. I shave, but I'm not in porn. Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, Mike, hi, have you ever been to Australia on a holiday? I work with quite a few Japanese nurses here and they seem to like living here. I want to go to Australia. I want to. What? I'm a broker speech. I can't make trips right now. Nathan, not shaving is bad. A bald. Not shaving it bald. I mean to have some public hair is okay, but never trimming is not okay. Hmm. Felipe, as long as he isn't hairier than me. I don't know how hairy you are, but it's less likely to happen, right? The- Genghis Khan. It doesn't matter how tall you are, just lay off the damn soy. Cool. Young N. Any recommendation of places to go look for girlfriend in Japan? Mm, definitely you should go to some dating apps for sure. But also it depends on your personality, I guess. If you like, you know, have some drink and little chat with people, you can go to bars and find someone to talk to, and that might happen to be a date. Hmm. But yeah, definitely, I would recommend dating apps for sure. Like, why not? I mean, in my opinion, if you use it correctly or wisely, if you can use it comfortably, I think it's a really good way to meet people. Yeah. I'll talk about more about dating apps because I got a really interesting statistics now recently about the dating app in Japan. So I will share in the next live stream or I will make a video about it. You know about women's shape statistic? Do you know? I know. It's it's really divided actually. 30% of women are completely shaved and 30% of women shave a little bit and keep some parts, and 30% of the women never shave at all. So one or the other, one or the others, one of those. You will meet one of those. watching until the end. Thanks for the super chat. I Google Yuka Takaoka. I wish someone loved me like that. Who's Yuka Takaoka? I think I've heard of the name. Well, well. Well, I should go get ready for the audition time. So I gotta go. I really don't want to go. I'm excited. I'm excited to take an audition, but also I don't want to go. you know, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I sometimes have. I mean, oftentimes I get that kind of feeling, like, okay, I'm meeting this guy from the dating app for the first time. I'm excited, but I don't want to go. Yeah, it's a mixed feeling. Hey Brian, thanks for the super chat. I really like the romance in the Koizora movie. Ah, you said that. My favorite love movie and Yui and Haruma Miura were one of the reasons I wanted someone from Japan. Hmm, Japanese movie, ne? Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But hey, guys, thanks for watching, tuning in the chat, and thanks for the super chat even. Tonight, this time I was focused on discussion, but I will bring back the whiteboard next time. Um, yeah, and if you are watching recap, consider super thanks or PayPal, Patreon. But I appreciate any kind of support on my channel. So yeah, have a good night, have a good day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.